For every loved winner in America's Got Talent, there's one hated by everyone. Starting with season 16's Dustin, a magician whose emotional performances would make him one of the most divisive winners in America's Got Talent history. And I can already tell you that certainly not everyone agreed with his win.
To be honest, he won for his story, not for his magic if you ask me. His magic was average at best, but I feel like this show has turned into America's Got Life Stories, and not America's Got Talent.
But let's start with his audition, which was heartwarming from the start, as he shared a touching moment with his wife and son.
I'm here with my beautiful wife, my beautiful son, Xander.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Dustin immediately drew the audience in, explaining that the purpose behind his magic was to create emotional connections, not just moments of wonder.
I believe there are two kinds of magic. The first is the kind that you guys see performed on stages like this, but there's a second kind.
He invited the judges into the act. Heidi picked a random card, while the others performed different tasks.
Sophia, in front of you is a calendar from February of 2020. Can you pick up that marker? And I want you to mark any day that you want. And Simon, I'm gonna have you write down a time. Make it pretty random. The other judges can see what you write, but it's important that I don't.
Okay.
Even host Terry Crews got involved.
While he's doing that, Terry, what would you say is like one word, one inspiring word that you kind of carry with you that sums up your heart and your passion?
Power.
Then Dustin shifted the tone entirely, opening up about his family and what truly mattered to him.
As you guys saw, I have my wife and my son here. Our son Xander is our world.
As his voice trembled, he softly revealed how old his son was when they adopted him, a small detail that carried deep emotion.
We actually adopted him when he was about 2 months old. Thank you.
Every element of the performance had been building towards something bigger. The setup finally came together when Dustin pulled a teddy bear from a box, perfectly matching the card Heidi had randomly selected earlier.
For the first time, can you look at the card that you cut to and show everyone else?
What?
No.
But the biggest reveal was still yet to come. Dustin had Terry read a date from a piece of mail, and shockingly, it matched the exact day his son was adopted, along with every random choice the judges have made.
It says on February 21st, 2020, Judge Smith made Dustin and Carrie mommy and daddy. Whoa.
Even Simon, who's rarely at a loss for words, was stunned into silence.
Terry, can you zoom in and tell me what time is it in that picture?
I have goosebumps.
Oh my goodness. It is 7:04.
Dustin was already getting standing ovations from the audience, and the judges embraced his performances throughout the season. But then, things began to get messy. After just a few more of his performances, fans were no longer having it.
Dustin proved that the show is called America's Got Sob Stories.
It's always the sob story everyone clings to. This is one magic trick that didn't do it for me.
Fast forward to the finals, where Dustin once again tied his act to an emotional story around his family.
My parents' marriage actually fell apart. Our family was a mess.
For his act, he had everyone in the audience write down a way they could impact a life. Then, he told them to crumple up their notes into paper balls and toss them towards the judges. Next, each judge selected a random paper ball from the pile that had been thrown to them. After that, it was Terry's turn to join the act.
One of the judges, which judge's paper ball do you want to use?
Simon.
Simon's? Change your mind or you good?
Nope, I'm good.
Simon, I'm gonna take that from you. You got and then on one? I know you had two.
Yeah.
Terry then popped a balloon, revealing another paper hidden inside.
Show everybody what it says.
It says, wow.
It says, give some of my clothes to another kid who needs them.
Wow.
Thank God.
The two papers matched perfectly, both starting with the word give, the central message of Dustin's entire act. Then, in a stunning finale, Dustin transformed the papers into confetti and launched them into the crowd. Surprisingly, every single piece of confetti that landed also had the word give written on it, bringing his emotional performance to a powerful conclusion. After the act, during the results reveal, Terry Crews opened the envelope and announced Dustin Tavella as the season 16 winner, and the arena erupted in celebration.
The winner of the $1 million and the star of the headline show in Las Vegas is Dustin Tavella!
But social media told a very different story, with many claiming Aiden Bryant, the aerialist runner-up, had been robbed of the #1 spot. The sentiment that more talented acts or other finalists were more deserving of the win became the dominant narrative.
Don't get me wrong, he did a great job, but all his acts were similar to acts that previous magicians did. He did a great job, but maybe there were others who might have deserved it more.
The only reason he won is because of his storyline and family, because in terms of magic, there have been a lot better magicians throughout history who didn't win.
But it was a completely different experience with Shin, the magician who won season 13, and the hearts of millions. With his redefined art of magic, Shin made the impossible look elegant. For his very first audition, jaws were dropped.
Wait, oh my God. Wow.
His performances were silent cinematic moments using nothing but a deck of cards to perform incredible illusions.
That is my name. Oh my God. And my name is inside of like glass or something. It's like sealed inside.
When Shin won season 13, the response was overwhelmingly positive. Everyone celebrated his win.
The winner of the $1 million and the star of the headline show in Las Vegas is Shin Lim!
He was the happiest man on earth. His fellow finalists even lifted him into the air as the judges and crowd gave a standing ovation.
America has voted for Shin Lim! Shin Lim! The sexy...
And Shin didn't stop there. In 2019, he competed in America's Got Talent: The Champions, a spin-off series bringing together the most successful acts from previous seasons to battle for the title of the Ultimate Champion.
The winner of the title, America's Got Talent, the champions, best in the world, is Shin Lim!
And once again, fans were thrilled, praising his breathtaking precision and artistry.
I have slowed down the video, replayed it back, and paused it just to see how he did the tricks. I am convinced this guy is a wizard of some sort.
Since then, he's headlined his own Las Vegas residency, Shin Lim Limitless. Patrick Nichols weighed in on the show, noting, "Fans still celebrate him as one of America's Got Talent's most brilliant winners.
He is the best card magician I have ever seen. Amazing. I wish I could see his act in person at Las Vegas someday."
I occasionally rewatch this here as it is one of the best and most thrilling magic performances ever.
But just 2 seasons before Shin's universally celebrated win, season 11 crowned one of the most debatable winners, Grace, whose victory almost turned fans against the show.
What are you gonna sing?
I'm singing an original.
Really?
Yes.
At just 12 years old, she became the poster child for America's Sweetheart.
Just right.
For the first few notes, Grace had the judges hooked. It was one of those rare moments that made the whole room believe in her.
Your original, the people not knowing your name, is so right and so wrong because I think the world is gonna know your name.
Howie was so moved that he slammed his hand down on the golden buzzer, sending her straight to the live shows.
You are going right.
Even Simon, known for his brutal honesty, declared Grace the next Taylor Swift.
Grace, you know what I predict for you? I think you are the next Taylor Swift.
But as the season progressed, opinions shifted. Fans started to question whether her songs were truly that special or if America's Got Talent was forcing a narrative.
Why is this girl being promoted more than any other winner ever has? Makes me believe more and more that the whole thing was rigged.
When Grace won, the internet exploded. Her victory didn't sit well with the fans who argued that her backstory had carried her further than her actual talent. Critics questioned whether her original songs, while charming, had the musical complexity worthy of a championship win.
I don't want to be mean, but she didn't deserve to win. There were way better acts than her.
And the criticism didn't stop after the show. When she released her first album, many accused her of losing that spark of authenticity that made her famous in the first place, claiming she'd been polished and commercialized by the music industry. But before controversial winners like Grace sparked debate, there was Terry, Season 2's champion and arguably the most universally beloved winner in America's Got Talent history. Terry didn't just win the show, he proved the format could launch legitimate superstar careers.
Doing that for over 20 years, and yet most of America still doesn't know who I am. This is my big break.
A ventriloquist who could sing, impersonate, and bring his puppets to life. Terry left both judges and fans stunned week after week.
What are you gonna do for us?
I'll do something Christmassy.
Do you know the Nutcracker?
I know the net, Silent Cow.
His ability to switch voices flawlessly without ever moving his lips amazed everyone. And by the time he reached the finale, he delivered one of his most impressive performances yet.
He makes it look so effortless, and he doesn't move his face.
Years later, in 2016, Terry returned to the America's Got Talent stage, not as a contestant, but as a star in his own right, performing a special show that reminded everyone why he became such a fan favorite.
This is the world's greatest Elvis impersonator, Mater Tom.
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
I don't like to be touched. I'm just like Howie Landau.
Okay, I won't touch you.
When Terry won in 2007, there was no controversy, no debate, no backlash, just universal agreement that the best act had won.
By far the greatest act ever in the history of a Got Talent show, and the best ventriloquist in history.
Back when AGT was about talent and not sob stories and cute kids, we've had very few seasons like this scene.
And to this day, his heartfelt rendition of Always on My Mind remains one of the most talked about performances, a timeless reminder of his talent and his beloved status.
Always on my